Yo, everybody, good to see you. Hope you're all having a good day. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasionally gaming streams, and sometimes some live 2D rigging streams, and today is one of those drawn streams. Today, okay, we're going to be doing two things. One, we're going back to the character sheet. Yes, that's right, folks, I did not finish it. I thought I had it done. Turns out I talked to the person who's going to be making the 3D model. Yeah, there's one more thing. Just to be safe, there's one more thing I need to make. I need to make the back side of the model. I gotta show the front, the side, and the back. So, yeah, whoever was arguing that I have to draw mech butt, congratulations, you win. Second, we're gonna be doing a Lampy giveaway later tonight. I want to say 8 p.m. PST. If you want to join the Lampy Plush giveaway, it's very, very easy. All we're gonna do really is just, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, all you have to do, actually, is just join the marbles game. At 8 o'clock, I'm going to be setting up marbles on stream, and all you got to do is put exclamation point play. If your marble wins at the end of the race, boom, you got yourself a Lampy plushie, and then you just got to tell me where you want it shipped out to. Marbles? Marbles indeed. Also, Mac, thank you for the 3-stream streak. Destroyer, thank you for the 7. I greatly appreciate that. Welcome on in, everybody. Good to see you there, Ryu. Good to see you there, Sherbert, Tron, Matt, Destroyer. How y'all be? I hope you're all having a good day. Let's give a shout out to I'm a Tron. If you haven't checked out Tron, I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games. They also do art of their very own. Really cool stuff. They also made their own Dead Space PNG. And let's give a shout out to Sherbert. Speaking of making their own models, go check out Sherbert. They drew their own model. They play a good variety of games. They also do a lot of art. They've also done a lot of fan art here, which I greatly appreciate. That is, I don't know what to say. I'm always honored to see it. But yeah, they also gave me the honor to rig their own live 2D model. So go check them out. I highly recommend that you do. Really cool stuff over there. Last but not least, let's give a shout out to Destroyer. We're currently working on some models for them as well, as a matter of, or not models. Some emotes for them, as a matter of fact. Go check out Destroyer. They're going to be getting a lot more emotes. And if you like very, very chill streams and shooter games, top-down strategy games, that's a good place to go. They play a good variety of that sort of stuff. And if you're a big fan of Warhammer, go over there. Destroyer, how much do you know about Warhammer? And I hope you all enjoy your day. I hope you all enjoy your stay. And without further ado, let's get into the drawing, because I'm not done yet, apparently. Also, welcome on in there, Broken Disc. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Hey, Lampy. Already running around Springfield with Peter Griffin skin. Nice. Okay, so funny enough that you mentioned that there, Ryu. My brother was actually playing Fortnite earlier yesterday. Yeah, they were playing Fortnite yesterday. And because they didn't have the Simpsons skins yet, my brother and his friend, they decided to play as quote-unquote Homer and Bart. And when I say Homer and Bart, I mean one of them was playing Peter Griffin, the other one was playing Scorpion with the flaming head. So close enough. Also, for those of you that are here, yeah, I didn't play Fortnite yesterday. I planned to, but I didn't have the energy for it no more, so I just kind of left that one alone. I tried, but yeah, I just didn't have the energy for it. What's the Fortnite story about? I honestly have no idea, but I know there's a story. I know that there was Zeus involved. The only reason I know this is because friends and family tell me about some of this stuff, but I have no clue. Oh yeah, also go check out Sherbert. They got that drive emote. They also gave me the honor to work on that drive emote for them. That was a fun one. Some, not enough, but also too much. Honestly, that means you're... Well, actually I was going to say, does that mean you're an average Warhammer fan? You know what? You know what? That means you have enough info to tell somebody what Warhammer is all about without overwhelming them. So I think that's a happy balance right there. All right, with that being said, okay, so here's our game plan. What we need to do is get this image. We got to get this PNG. Also, Invisible Luck, welcome on in, and thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Crew. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're Lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. All right. So let's get the lasso tool, because I need this one again. But we're going to be doing something a little different this time around. First, let's copy, then we paste, and then we need to figure out where on earth are we going to put you. I need a spot where I could put this map. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We're going to go back to this image. Or we're going to go back to the previous layer. Snag all of this. Also, where's the lining? Not that, not that, not that. Oh, so it is all in the same image. Okay, so I'm just going to snag this. Okay, I didn't snag enough of it. I need to snag the entire laser beam. Duplicate, or not duplicate, but increase the size of that one. No, not increase. Decrease the size of it. Copy and paste first. Then drag it down here. Somewhere. Oh, this is going to be a tricky one. Okay. Let's go back to this image. Pull this one up. That should give us enough space. Oh, you know what I could do? Maybe this. Okay, we leave that one right where it is. We snag this when we move it over here. You know what? We don't need a label. Who needs a label anyway? Get rid of this. Boom. Problem solved. Forget labels. Nobody needs to know what this is. Years from now, when society is long dead, and a whole new civilization is out there, and they scour the internet for some insane reason, they will see this, and they will ask, what on earth was this thing? And they'll probably assume it was either a toy, or it was the machines that were used to cause that civilization to crumble. My money's on the latter. Because honestly, let's not kid ourselves. No one wants to go with the assumption. No, yeah. I want to say when it comes to most, yeah, when it comes to discovering things, no one wants to discover, oh, it's a toy. Nah. Chances are that's not how they get their names in the books. Like, we discovered a toy from an ancient civilization. That does not sound as appealing as they found an ancient device. Or blueprints to a machine from an ancient civilization. That is what you find in the history books. With the exception of that one little statue. Okay, so from what I remember from art history class, and do not worry, I will catch up to the reading soon enough. Do not worry, I'm not ignoring. But I am making sure I focus on the rant at hand. That just reminded me of something in art history class where the first thing they tell you of one of the very early, one of the very first things they found in the history of art was this weird little statue, this weird little figure of a very, very plump woman. That's the best way to put it, was it was a little figure of a very, very plump woman. And considering how long I've been on the internet now, and what they said about it in history, you don't even have to be on the internet to know, because, or to assume this, because, yeah, even in the history books they said, yeah, this was probably... It was probably... How do I put it? You know how people have anime figures in their house? Yeah, it was probably like that. No, I take it back. Not anime figures. Waifu figures. Waifu, wifu, whatever you want to call it. You know how they have waifu figures? It was probably something like that. Alright, let's catch up some things. About average to... Oh, about average. To know... Oh, there we go. To know average amount is enough to overwhelm anyone, though. You know what? You're not wrong, Destroyer. You're not wrong. Also, welcome on in there, EB. How you be? Let's give a shout out to EB. I put SO instead of... Or I put EB instead of SO first. EB. Go check out EB. They do a lot of artin. They do a lot of crazy... Or, yeah, they do a lot of artin. Go check them out. They also make adoptable characters and all that. Go support the EB. What will they think of the Mothman statue when they find it in ruin or in the ruins of civilization? I think the same thing they thought about that figure that I just mentioned earlier. And they'll be right. Okay.
Lampy moth tax lurk.
How dare you drop a Lampy moth tax? There's no such thing as a Lampy moth tax. Also, welcome on in there, Jiro. We're gonna give Jiro a shout out right quick, because go check out Jiro. Go pay the shadow tax. That's the real thing that exists. Go pay the shadow tax. Go support the Jiro. They're very funny people. Give them money. Alright, let's see. You see how they figured out... Oh, wait. You see how they figured out Da Vinci made plans for a spring-loaded programmable mechanical cart? For years, they said the sketch didn't make sense and didn't know what it was. You know what? That might be the same thing right over here. It might be the same thing right over here. Like, we don't know how this works. This was blueprints for a destructive vehicle. We just don't know how they plan to get this thing off the ground. I mean, other than with fire. Little did they know it was just a design for a comic. A design for a comic, a design for a stream. And like I said, chances are, I feel like they would know. Those advanced civilizations far, far, far down the road, they would know. But it's not as... They won't get their names in history by just saying, oh yeah, it's probably that. It's probably just, you know, funny image for a comic back in the many, many years ago. Hundreds of thousands of years ago. It's probably just a funny design for when they did shows or... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Performance shows and stuff like that. Nah. This is blueprints for a war machine. That's exactly what this is. Alright, now I just need funding to prove it. Alright, so now that we got that, what we're gonna do next is this. Oh, I missed a few things. Hold on a minute. I am currently working on figuring out how to display shields in a pixel art game without overwhelming the HUD. How did Zelda do it? I would say look into that. Like, maybe there's a way to pull that one off like how they did in The Legend of Zelda. Because I know the very first games, they had that sort of shield mechanic. So it should be possible. Now, how to not overwhelm the UI or the HUD? That's a different story. When you have the time and energy, you can play as Hank Hill, and he's bawing around Springfield. That's the word. Good point. Good point. I have to find an opportunity. That's the difficult part. My brain has been overwhelmed. Like, okay, even though work hasn't been too stressful, I kind of went on overdrive with other projects, because since I had time, I was like, this is my only opportunity before work goes ham again. So I am going to take this chance to start drawing like crazy and make sure that I can get all the dumb things that I wanted to draw in mind. Get all those other projects set up as well. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this blue. We're gonna put a transparency lock on this image. We're just gonna fill it in with more blue. Oh, I put the transparency lock on the wrong one. Also, I duplicated the wrong one as well. Go back up here, duplicate this, transparency lock, fill that in with blue. Boom, there we go. We're also going to get... I was wondering why things got a little mixed up. I was listening to the music like, hey, wait a minute. This music sounds like it's just starting to go crazy. Hold on a minute. That's not chill. Yeah, that's not chill music. How's it going crazy? And then I realized, oh, Crab Rave is on top of it. Zelda is a good shout. That is true. Speaking of shout, another good shout is Bambi Balance. Go check out Bambi. Bambi makes a lot of awesome art. They make very hilarious streams. They are a dragon. And they also make some really amazing emotes. Like the lizard emote. Go check out the lizard. Where is the lizard emote? Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Lizard. So yeah, go check out Bambi. They also just posted some art in the Discord not too long ago. Go check them out when you get the chance. I highly recommend it. And I also see a Mooney. Go check out Mooney. Go check out the Miss Moonlight over there, better known as Mooney. They also play good variety games. Very, very hilarious streams. They also have a throne. And you know what you should do? Actually, if I'm correct, they both have a throne. You should definitely go check out their throne. You should go check out Bambi's vgen. You should go check out Mooney's throne. Hey, not time for me. This is time for you. Go check out Bambi's vgen. Go commission them for some lizard emotes and other emotes. They also make PNGs as well. Go check out Mooney. Mooney has a throne. Go check out Mooney's throne. Go visit their channels. All of that good stuff. And yeah. You should totally go do that. Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Alright, with that being said, let's get back to the drawing at hand. Yo, Quee, welcome on in. No you? No you. This is my channel. People already know where we are. People should know where you are. Speaking of knowing where people are, go check out Quee. They just got their brand new PNG not long ago. Really awesome stuff. And if you're a fan of... Wait, what game were they playing recently? Hold on a minute. Oh, Amnesia! Right, I forgot you were playing the horror games. How was the horror game, Quee? How was the... Yeah, how was the horror games? Go check out Quee. They play a lot of Night Rain. They also play a good variety of other games along with it. Very hilarious streams over there. Very, very good stuff. All right. So we got the silver. Yeah, we got the silver and we got the black. Or charcoal, if you will. Kind of more of a bluish. I don't know what sort of color you would call that one, because it's not exactly black, but it's not exactly blue. Either way, you know what I mean. I'm gonna look at Bambi. There you go. Quee gets it. Go, Quee. Go check out Bambi. Alright, now that we got this image, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna reduce the opacity of... Yeah, we're gonna reduce the opacity here. So we know where everything's supposed to be. Kind of. Okay, actually, no, I take it back. We're actually gonna hide the original one. And we're going to make a bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? We're just gonna make a... You know what? Almost forgot. I know exactly what I should be looking for. I need to actually bring this image up. I need to drag this one up here somewhere. I need to line it up with this one. Oh, you know what? That's what I should do. Okay, I take it back. We're gonna take this PNG. We're gonna take this... Oh, wait, actually, yeah, leave that one there. But we're gonna go back to the original one here. We're gonna select all of that. We're actually gonna move it over. Not from that part, but to this part. We're also gonna cut it, paste it. So this way we know exactly where this line is supposed to go. Let's also put that as our guide, so we know where we gotta put the line. Perfect. Now we put the transparency lock and make this sucker blue. And then we'll be good. It was fun. Oh, yeah, it was fun. Yo, I'm glad to hear you had fun with that one. Are you guys always so sweet? Lies and slander, I know you. Also, Mecha Moth is so freaking cool. Yo, thanks, I'm glad you like it. If you thought that was... Wait, you already saw the... You saw the actual live TD model, right? Because I was gonna say, if you thought this was cool, just wait till you see the actual, animate, or the actual model, and then I realized, wait, I kind of showed off that model a lot. I'm not sure if everybody saw that one. Maybe. I have an animated emote to get. Bambi should be where I look. And Lampers. Also very true. Very, very true. Also, Son Yakuga. Is that how you pronounce it? You let me know. Thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Crew. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're Lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. Also, folks, in about 30 minutes, we're gonna be starting with the Lampy Plush giveaway. Because we try to do these Lampy Plush giveaways around 8 p.m. PST. And if you want to join in the giveaway, all you gotta do is wait for us to start the marbles game. Just join the marbles game. That's about it. Also, Accord, welcome on in. Let's give a shout out to the Accord. Go check out the Accord. I highly recommend that you do. Right, I keep forgetting I gotta put the. They play a good variety of games. Very, very hilarious streams. Very chill people. Really awesome folks. If you haven't checked them out, you're doing yourself a disservice. And speaking of doing a disservice... Wait, let me rephrase that. Go check out Mattias. Mattias is cool people as well. Really awesome folks. You do your lurking there, Mattias. And... Mattias just reminded me that yesterday I was in their Discord watching The Ring. And funny enough, this was the first time I watched The Ring 2, and Jesus Christ. Good Lord. Okay, two things. One, that movie was bad, and two, that character was so dumb. Like, okay. I need to talk about this one because I need to rant on about The Ring right quick. I need to rant on about that movie for a moment. And Mattias knows why I need to rant on about this movie for a moment too. Okay, so the plot goes that... Okay, how do I go about saying this plot right quick? Alright, so there's a character. Alright, there's two kids. Turns out one of them watched a movie. They immediately die. And this one lady's at their funeral. I think it's one of their... Oh, yeah. She was the aunt to that... Or to the kid that died. And now she's trying to investigate who or what killed that kid. And while they're investigating all of this, they find out that they were at a cabin and she watched a videotape. You know what she does? Finding out that you watched a videotape that people said kills you, you know what she does? First thing, takes that tape, watches it. Okay, I know sometimes, yeah, I know, you know, being, what's the word I'm looking for? Skeptical is a thing. Like, I highly doubt that you die from watching this tape. Do you really want to risk it? Do you really want to risk it? If someone told me, hey, you want to watch a tape? Yeah, sure, why not? But before you do, gotta give you a warning. Some say you die by watching this. You still want to watch it. You know, it might be a load of bull, but on the off chance that it's not, probably not taking that chance. It's like saying, you know, there are things in the, like, there are monster. Yeah, you know, it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like the Bloody Mary thing. I know a lot of people say, yeah, no, it'll, you know, she'll come after you if you say it 3 times. You know what? I don't know how true this is, but you ain't gonna catch me trying it. I ain't watching this one. The remake. Unfortunately, I watched the remake. What's a videotape? That's a good question. See, back in the day, it used to be these 4x7 plastic cartridges. They used to call them tapes. All right, anyway, let's get back to the drawing at hand. So, she watches it multiple times, uncertain if this is what killed the... Here's the part. Uncertain if this kills, or if that killed her niece. And despite the fact that she was uncertain about it, she still watched it anyway. And then took it to some guy that she knows. And had him watch it too. Despite the fact that they were uncertain if this is what actually killed her or not. They watched it anyway. Multiple times. And after getting some signs that, okay, you know what, this might be true, this might be real, we might be dying right about now. She still kept it in her bag, in the house, where her son is. That's the part I want to emphasize the most is, in the house, in her bag, where her son is, she still had the movie tape that probably kills people, and after seeing signs that, yeah, it's probably killing people, she still had it not locked away somewhere so her kid couldn't get it. Nope, still in her bag without a second thought. Some other hijinks happen, and, well, let's just say they thought they were safe, they thought they were good, because a ghost dissolved in her arms. I didn't understand that part to save my life, to be perfectly honest, but okay, sure, whatever. Along with that, oh, right, I almost forgot. Before I bring up that the dude dies, I also forgot to mention it turns out that he was, you know, her son's dad. That's right. That was her baby's daddy. So she got him wrapped up in all of this. So in case she does die from this tape, he's gonna go too. Therefore, that kid, and by the way, both of them watched it before the kid. So if this was the case that she ends up dying to this tape, she also assured that he doesn't have a father to go back to because he's gonna die as well. Needless to say, she and the kid don't die. The dad surprisingly dies, and they find out, okay, so the reason the dad dies is because they made a copy and they showed it to the kid. Because they showed it to, not showed it to the kid. She made a copy and showed it to the dad. Because she made a copy and showed it to the dad, she lives. I don't know why the kid lives, though, now that I think about it, because if I'm correct, shouldn't that mean that the kid has to watch... Wait. Okay, I think I remember why the reason that was. She had the original, he had the copy. Since she made a copy, the curse was now on that copy. Therefore, whoever watched the original one doesn't die. I think that's how it works. And since he had a copy and he watched it, he died instead. And so in this, apparently at the end, they just decide, okay, you know what? We gotta make more copies and we gotta show more people or something like that. I don't remember exactly. All I know is that it was really, really dumb. And she got a horse killed. I kid you not, she got a horse killed. Kind of. So yeah, it was a pretty bad movie. Alright, let me try to catch up with some things. Alright, let's see. Lies and slander? No, you accord. Is it like a good bad, like enjoyable, or a bad bad? Okay, so it's an enjoyable movie to watch with friends, but you and all your friends are probably going to be there raging at the movie. It's not a scary movie anymore. Even though it tries to be a scary movie, it tries to be a horror movie, chances are you're not going to be scared, you're not going to be spooked, you're just going to be infuriated, and you just want to hit something. You're like, how could you be this dumb? I counted it 2 the entire time. She watched the movie a total of 7 times. A total of 7 times she watched this movie. Oh yeah, she also got mad at her, oh yeah, I forgot to say, they were also apparently broken up too. Like, they were no longer together, so she also got mad at him for, you know, having someone else in his life. And that's why she stormed. I am still convinced that she stormed off with the videotape, not to save the woman that he was with, but out of spite. Like, you know what? You found someone else? You know what? Give me back my killer tape. You don't get to see this no more. You don't get to see the videotape that's potentially going to kill you anymore. I feel like that's the reason why she stormed off with the tape. Not to save somebody's life, but just to be spiteful. I'm just thinking, you know, I mean, I guess the other lady dodged a bullet, but I don't know how to feel about all of this. The Ring? Oh, what movie are you talking about? Oh yeah, I'm talking about The Ring. Also, welcome on in there, Narisa. How you be? We're trying to catch up with the reading right quick. Whew. I just wanted to get through all that whole rant about that movie. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard that the 1998 movie is a lot better than the 2002 movie. I think it's 2002. There's a guy somewhere who obtained and built a box to contain the relic the Dybbuk box movie is based on. Oh yeah, I heard about the story of the Dybbuk box. So many people opening up that box, like, okay, again, if someone says it's a cursed box, that there's chances are there's evil spirits when you open it. Why are you buying the... Okay, I know why they're buying it, but, you know, that's what they all get for picking up this box. Like, that was a big mistake. Stop picking up cursed items when they say they're cursed items. If someone says they're cursed, stop picking them up. Unless it was that one person at the very end that said, oh yeah, I know what this is. We are hiding this. No one is ever opening this again. We gotta make sure that the populace does not do the dumb things that the populace usually does, because we cannot leave cursed items with random people, because you already know they're unfortunately gonna open this stuff. Stop opening the boxes, people. I love scary movie. Oh, I love the scary movie version of The Ring. Cindy and TV leaked. Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, actually, I said that one during that whatchamacallit thing. I was while watching that movie, once it ended, once it concluded, I was already sitting there like, Scary Movie 3 was a better version of this movie. They at least had a solid conclusion in comparison to what this movie was. Like, Jesus Christ, what is this? Like, if you're gonna watch the remake of Scary Movie, just watch... Or, not the remake of Scary Movie. If you're gonna watch the remake of The Ring, just watch Scary Movie 3. As crazy as it sounds, the character from Scary Movie 3 was actually smarter than the person in The Ring. The Ring remake, the one from 2002. Not the one from 1988. 98? 88. Wait, which one was it again? 98. Yeah, not the one from the 98 movie, the one from... They were smarter than the one from the 2002 movie. Maybe the 1988 movie as well. I don't know. I haven't watched the 1988 movie, but I heard that one's a lot better. Only time will tell. Alright. Didn't the actual Ring VHS, they let an actual footage at the end of the movie so you can actually see video content? Wait, did they? Oh. If they did, I ain't watching it. I ain't trusting that. The kid watched the copy without her knowing. It's known under... Oh. It was thrown under the couch. Oh. When she later figures out those who spread the story of the girl don't die, she made the kid make a copy. Oh. Okay, fair. Okay, so it's not as dumb as I thought it was. I think Shutter for 2004 is better than The Ring. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Thank you for the hydrate. Where's my water? I really think you need to rewatch the movie because you're missing key elements. I might have. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't pay attention, or I didn't know what half of the stuff was, but for most of it, I was just looking at it thinking, why? Why are you doing all these dumb actions? Am I missing something? Because I feel like these are a bunch of dumb actions right now. And maybe they were. Maybe they were. Thank you for the posture check. I greatly appreciate that. Now, I also need to make sure that this is the right color tone. It was not the right color tone. I thought something was off. All right, now that we're back on track. Let's get this line art all set up again. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Whoops. I thought something was off. Okay, let me see. Put that back over there. Put it back to this brush. Line this up properly. Oh yeah, no, it was too light. That was the problem. Fair enough, fair enough. Also, the music just stopped. Give me 1 second. Let me bring that back. Alright, the Japanese version has better setups to the scares, but the American version had better payoffs to the scares. I want to say it depends on the scares, because I will say, like, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna need to see the first movie to really, yeah. I can't really have too much of an opinion on that one because I haven't seen the Japanese version or the 1988 version. Are those the same thing? You let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna need to check that movie out to find out. Because I know there was a lot of investigation going on in that previous movie, but I don't know, there was just something about... Okay, maybe I was too fixated on the fact that they just kept watching the movie. Stop watching the movie. Why did you watch the movie in the first place? Stop watching the movie. Why did you take it to another person to watch the movie? Like, even if their intent was not to make them watch the movie, you brought it to them to investigate. You brought it to them to ask questions. Obviously, they're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna need to see the movie to find out. Like, why didn't you just tell them, like, no, you can't see it. Like, how am I supposed to learn anything from this? Do not watch the movie. Do not watch the tape. I can figure everything else out about it, just don't watch the tape. That is all. That is it. Maybe there's context I'm missing there. Maybe there was something that I missed because I was too busy trying to draw and watch the movie at the same time. Yes, I will admit that I didn't entirely put my 100% focus on that movie. So maybe my ranting is a little off. I'm gonna still rant about it nonetheless. Alright, let me see. I used to live in a haunted house. The most I had to do was duct tape a closet closed. Oh yeah, if I'm correct, you told me how you had to... Wait, wasn't that the closet? Or yeah, wait. Yeah, that was the story. I remember you mentioning a story about having a duct tape closet. Good times. Alright, let's see. Because of the Japanese censorship laws, they couldn't hold on the scares... Oh, they couldn't hold on the scares long enough for them to leave an impact. The American censorship laws allow for holding on. Oh, holding on effect shots. Oh, fair. Although I can't deny, looking at some of the the horror faces that they showed, I couldn't help but see a particular image. So I'm not going to show the image of what it looked like on the ring. I'll definitely tell you, look, or yeah, if you want a slight spook, go look up the faces on the ring. But I will tell you, when I looked at the faces and they paused it for a second so you could get a good look at the faces that they had when they died, the only image I thought of was this. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that they didn't have this face right here. Tell me that the victims on that movie didn't have this face right here. I rest my case. Okay, we're gonna close this now. Alright, let's see. Would be funny if they monetized Ring, a Twitch streamer. Oh, if they monetized Ring, a Twitch streamer will air the tape for people to see. Not gonna lie. Wouldn't be the worst thing Twitch has done. Wouldn't be the worst thing Twitch has done. I could kind of see it happening. I greatly enjoy horror and gore. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. I enjoy it from here or there. I will say sometimes it can get a bit boring. Well, not the horror and the gore, but more so like the story plots that go along with it. I'm just like... As I'm watching the plot and the story as it builds up, I'm like, okay. I need a sleep toggle for this. I need a sleep toggle. Because I don't feel like this does enough justice. I don't feel like the cringing effect does enough justice. I need a sleep toggle. Also, Brino, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Did I miss the giveaway? Nah, that's in about 10 minutes. Let's give a shout out to Brina. Go check out Brina Belladonna. I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games. Really, really fun streams. How was the Alien, by the way? I hope you enjoyed your... Or, yeah, I hope you had a lot of fun with that one. What did I come in on? We were talking about the movie The Ring. Like, the 2002 version. Folks are telling me about the differences between the American version of The Ring and the Japanese version of The Ring. We're also drawing Mecha Lampy Butt. Because apparently I need this for the character sheet. So we're working on that part next as well. Also need to bring this line down just a bit more. Need to make a wider outer shell. Something like that should be okay. That should be solid enough. Mecha butt? Yeah, we're making mecha butt. You win this round there, Quee. You win this round. You and Spock. I appreciate it, Lampy. Yeah, no problem. I know you. I appreciate you stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Also, go check out... Yeah, go check out Brina's emotes. Really cool designs. Really awesome stuff. They may or may not have been drawn by some crazy bug. Okay, I think that part should be good. Now what we got to do is get the next two lines. Because we got to make the window. And the solar panels. But mostly the window we got to make right here. We got to make that window. So, let's... Okay, we need to make a new layer. Underneath. No, not underneath. We got to make a new layer on top of this one. Is what we got to do. Get our brush. Find out where this window starts. And drag this all the way across to the other side. That's where the window starts. I just realized that's why I left the copy here. So I know where that other part goes. Boom, there we go. All right, so there's that one. Too high. Let's start there. Actually, no. We start here, drag it across. We go for this line, drag it across. We go for this line, drag it across. Nope, too high. Still too high. There we go, perfect. Drag that one across. We just need to make all these crazy lines so we know exactly where the guard? I don't know what it's called exactly. Window guard? Window bars? Let's go with window bars for right now. Where do the window bars go? Which is going to be very, very difficult now that I think about it. We'll figure it out from there. And boom, we should be good with all of that. Maybe. Yo, Shinzo, thank you for redeeming gun. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Let's give a shout out to Shinzo. Moth Dog? We're not getting Moth Dog. You know what? Tell you what. We could add Moth Dog to the list of things that we have over there for the Lampy Plush giveaway. Or not the Lampy Plush giveaway. Not the giveaway. Tell you what, we could add that to the list for this month. It's barely the starting stream. You know what? Let's do that right now. I got an idea. I got a crazy, crazy idea. No. Because I know y'all are going to be insane about this. So I'm not going to make it that easy. Actually, you know what? Okay, I got an idea. Yeah, let's just toss that one right there. Yeah, that should be good enough. All right. Here's what we're going to do. Pen spin. Okay, well, first, also 5 more minutes. I know what I could do about this. No, not a JPEG. PNG. PNG is what I'm looking for. There we go. There. It's right over there. You know what? Just so y'all don't try to say that I'm trying to be all sneaky about this. There we go. And it's red, so y'all can see this one later. So when we don't reach this goal, no one can complain. No one can fight me on this one. There you go. All right, Moth Dog. Oh, I may have put this in the wrong spot. Hold on. There. How am I not doing this right? Oh, there we go. There. Now y'all have that. Now let's get back to the drawing at hand. Also, Teleme, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you are having a good day there, buddy. Hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Lampy, how you be? Hope all is well. If not, let the rat know and they will do the crime. All right, sounds good. So far, so far decent. And also go check out Shinzo. Very funny streams over there. If you haven't checked them out already, I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games. It's a very, very chill time over there. Usually very hilarious streams. Go watch their games. I highly recommend it. Also, thank you for the hydrate and the posture check there, Bambi. And now we got to do a pen spin for Mooney. Hold on a minute. Pen spin. That's not the button. Pen spin? Pen spin. Thank you for redeeming pen spin. Now let's go back to gun. Whew. We're getting there little by little, slowly but surely. The rat and the cat? Who's the cat? The rat, the cat, and the duck. Why does that sound like it would be a cartoon, like a Looney Tunes cartoon? Alright, we caught up with everything, and we are 1 minute away. I'm a throne thief, I'm proud of that, fight me. Yes. Go check out Shinzo's throne. Wait, does Shinzo have a throne? Shinzo, where's your throne? Alright, now let me see. We're gonna get rid of this line for the most part, because we really don't need it. We don't need this one sticking around for that far out. Now let me figure out the other step, because what we need to do is kind of make something similar to the front of the car. I think I know what we can do about this. All right, go back down here. Which layer is this one? I forgot I had a throne till Yo brought it up. May I post the link? Yes, post the link to Shinzo's throne. Only Shinzo's throne. Now let's go back over here, because I want the blue. Or, not the blue, but I want the steel blue. Is that not the right layer? There it is. I want the steel blue. Alright, let's move on to the next step. And I'm going to work on this window right quick, and then we start the giveaway. For those of you that want the Lampy plushie, we're almost there. We're almost there. Just give me one moment. Let's add that window. Wrong color tone. We might make this window wider, because I feel like that's exactly what this needs. A wider window. Because this window ain't wide enough. And we're almost there. We're almost there. Let's hide the guide for a moment so I could actually round this thing out a little bit. Round everything out to the best of my ability, and then we get started. That should be good. That should be good. We round that part out a little bit right there. Move that right there. Perfect. Lampy, it's the Lampy Show. Indeed, it do be the Lampy Show. Welcome on in there, Blobby. And hey, you're just in time. Also, Shinzo, if you want to drop Narusa's throne, feel free to drop in Narusa's throne. Also, let's give a shout out to Blobby Derp. How ya be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. I hope things are well. I hope things are good. And we're just going to cut this in half right quick. Snap. Duplicate. Flip. Move that over just a bit. Merge those 2 points together. Make them a bit wider. Boom, there we go. Yeah, that should be perfect enough. Let's save. Also, ads start in a minute. While the ads start, we're going to set up the marbles game. So I will see you in about a few minutes. For those of you that are here, keep on fighting each other. Welcome on in there, Zelda. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Yes, fight. Fight to your heart's content. I like y'all's forms of threats are gift giving from each other's throne. Yes. Now, Shinzo, drop Narusa's throne if you like. In the meantime, I'm gonna set up the new title. We're gonna change this to marbles on stream. Marbles on stream. We're gonna put done. Gonna put okay right there. Gonna close this. We're gonna leave that one there. And what else am I supposed to do? Oh yeah, we gotta go to the game room. Let's go to games. Let's put the chat back onto the screen. Where is the chat? Chat overlay. Okay, so it's on, so we'll be able to see it when it happens. There we go. There it is. Thank you there, Shinzo. Perfect. All right, with that being done, it is time to put the marbles on the screen. I did not start up the game marbles yet. That's okay. We're still in ads, I believe. Maybe? Maybe. Marbles. We just gotta wait for marbles to open and then we get started. Then we get rolling. I thought dropping links is not permitted anymore. This is the rare occasion. Okay, this is the rare occasion only for Shinzo and Narusa to drop their links on each other. Most of the time, links are usually not allowed because people kept taking advantage of that. But in this rare occasion, I'll make an exception. Because it's not my thrones. Because they're using it against each other. And they asked first. That's the most important part, is they asked first. I should play Risk of Rain 2, but not now. Marbles. There we go. Speaking of which, folks, we got Marbles Creator Code. I'm surprised they gave this to us, but we got Marbles Creator Code. So, if you, or someone you know, likes to play marbles, and you like to quote-unquote ball out, I hate that I said that, or whatever other words, if you like to just make your marble very, very fancy, and for some reason you pay money in this game, why not use the code LAMPYMoth23? I don't know what it gets you, but why not get your code of LAMPYMoth23? This way, you buy whatever it is that you buy, and you help support the streamer as well. Alright, with that being said, let's get started. The game will launch a new web blah 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 blah. Oh, get start. No, not that one. I already got that started. It's time to close this. We're just gonna toss that code right over here. No one's gonna see it, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. Let's bring this down here. So yeah, if you ever wanted to buy stuff, use LAMPYMoth23 next time you do so, just to support this channel. New chest loot? What's that? I have no idea. That's not important though. It's time to get to the race. Because that's what we're really here for. We are here for the race. Now let's figure out what sort of race to go with. Random? Fear of heights? I want to go with one that has a reasonable time that I haven't played, or I haven't seen played in forever and a half. But I also want to pick one that's not too short, but not too long. I see one that's like 2 minutes. I see one that's like 5 minutes. Let's go with one that takes forever. Average time? Yeah, let's see. Average time. Let's pick one based off of average time. 1 minute, 4 minute. Okay, like I said, I don't want something that's too long, but I don't want something that's too short either. So let's go with something that's about 3 minutes. I think average time 3 minutes is a decent one. And I see 3:01 is the average time. The fastest time is 2 minutes. So I think this one works perfectly. Yo, Zerates, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Thank you for the hydrate there, Zerates. Thank you for the hydrate there, Lil. I'm only gonna drink for one. This way you can't drown me. Also, hold up a minute. But yeah, Lil, guess what? You're just in time for the Lampy Plush giveaway. Just gonna move Lampy down over here. And I think we're gonna go with Marble Factory. That's about 3 whole minutes. Let's go with Marble Factory. Let's push play and click right there. Folks, if you want a shot at a Lampy plushie, go check out the, put exclamation point play to get your shot at a Lampy plushie. You know what, Jira? Just for that, I'm drinking soda. Thank you. Just put exclamation point play, and if your marble wins, you will get a shot. Or yeah, if your marble wins, then you get to, what's the word I'm looking for? You just gotta send me an address, emphasis on the word an address, that you feel comfortable having a package shipped towards, because what we always like to do is practice safety out here. So, if you want the Lampy plush, and you happen to win the Lampy plush, just let me know where you want it shipped out, that you feel comfortable having it shipped out to, and we will drop that package off out over there. And if you're ever worried about anything, just know, I only remember the address for the span of, like, what, 5 minutes? The moment the address is entered into the, entered into the UPS and put on the shipping label, what address? That's about it. Now, yeah, we're going to give it a little bit more time before we get started. We got a lot of folks in here already. Let's see. Who do we got in here as it is? How do I zoom in? Close enough. All right, let's see. We got a Blobby Derp. We got... Oh, they're not showing me any of the names. That's okay. In the meantime, let's zoom out, because we got a lot of different folks getting ready for this marbles game. And also, before I forget, we got to give a couple more shout-outs before we start the race. Because you know what? We got to give a shout-out to Mooney. We got to give a shout-out to Liliana. We got to give a shout-out to Bambi. Oh, yeah, you know what? Before I forget, let's give a shout-out to Shadow Jiro as well. All of them. Go support all 4 of them. Go check them all out. There's a lot of people to support out here. There's a lot of channels to check out. But they shout me out literally every time. I end up in one of their chats, I literally get jumped. So check them all out. I already gave Shinzo a shout out. You know what, just for that? I like the way you think, Naruso. But I'm also dropping it on you instead. Alright, with that being said, I think we got everybody in the marbles game. I'm gonna give it 10 more. Okay, so if you want to join the marbles game, put exclamation point play, because I'm gonna start in about 10 seconds, starting right now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's get started. Let's roll on in. Sherbert got in there at the last second. Great job, Sherbert. All right, let's see. And we're off to the races. We got okay, so this is barely starting out, so we don't know who's going to be rolling on in just yet. We don't know who's in first. It could be anybody. It could be Jiro. It could be Sherbert. It could be Tron, Zelda, Narasa. Could be anybody. We're gonna find out as we go along. Could even be Mooney. But instead, it's Bambi in first. We got Bambi in first, followed by Eevee. Can Bambi hold the lead, though? Only time will tell. Oh, they got into the funnel. Oh, but Bambi had no problem with the tunnel. The only problem is, neither did Eevee, and neither did Jira. But let's see if Bambi can hold their lead. Oh, they got knocked back. No. Who has first, though? It seems it's up to Kui. Wait, but they're in the funnel. Who made it out? It is Tron. Tron has made it past everyone else. They made it easily through the funnel. They're stuck in the light. Everybody's paused. How long will they keep this up, though? Everybody's in the green. Is it still Tron in first? We do not know. It is currently Shinzo in first. We got Shinzo in first, followed by... Oh no, Sherbert stole the lead. Okay, can Sherbert keep the lead, though? Tron is right on their tail. We're about to find out. How much further does Sherbert have? So far, things seem to be golden, but those freezer thingies can ruin any sort of track, any sort of lead that anyone might possibly have. I think someone's stuck in space. I think someone just died. Oh no, those are just regular old marbles just flying on off. Sherbert seems to be in the lead. Everyone else seems to be paused. Sherbert is having no issues at the moment. Let's see how long that'll last. Oh, Tron is right behind them as well. It is up to Sherbert and Tron. Oh, Tron made it out, but they got to go through the funnel. They went through the funnel. Seems to be having no problems. Can they make it through past this last point? Only time will tell. Tron has fallen and he is dead. Who else is still there? It is Twitch account. Twitch account, can you make it? Twitch has gotten stuck. Oh, people are falling. People are dying. Everybody's dead. Goodbye there, Sherbert. Goodbye there, Ryu. Twitch account has managed to make it across. Can they keep their lead? Let's find out. They're stuck. Oh, they're in the green. They get to move now. Can they make it down? They're in the funnel. They have made it into the packing. Twitch account has won it. Holy moly. So many people died in that factory. We had a lot of defects. I am sorry there, folks. It was Twitch account, followed by Shinzo, with Jira taking third, and Xertes surviving at the end. Everyone else... Oh, wait, no, we still have a few more. Mooney just made it in fifth. Zelda is still making their way down. They're making their way downtown, walking fast. Sherbert... No, wait, not Sherbert. Eevee is stuck in the funnel. Will they make it past the funnel? Will they be able to drop? They did not make it to the drop. They burned. I'm sorry, they're Eevee. Congratulations there, Twitch account. If you would like the Lampy plushie, let me know, and I will, if you would like the Lampy plushie, just message me via Discord, Twitter, or any sort of socials that you know of. We got Discord, we got Blue Sky, we got Twitter, we got, you can even message me on the Twitch Whisper if you like. If you do not want the Lampy plushie, just let me know, and I will drop it off on whoever is in second place. Having so much fun in the funnel? Fair enough, fair enough. That one was brutal? Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a simple one, and then as soon as it got to that one weird point all the way up there, that's when everything changed. As soon as it got to that little... I don't know what it's called. But as soon as it got to that point, that's when everything just fell apart. But yeah, we're going to check to see if they would like to keep their Lampy plushie. Or if they would like to get the Lampy plushie shipped to them. If not, we can give it to somebody else. We haven't gotten any messages yet, so we're still waiting on that one. In the meantime, take your time on that one. You let me know how that one goes. And while we wait on that, Lampy rigged my downfall? I don't know what you're talking about. That was fine. Okay, so let's see. So we had a grand total of 6 people survive out of all of that. You know what? I think that was pretty cool. I'll message on Twitter. All right, sounds good, sounds good. You let me know where to drop it off, and we will work on that one. And for those of you that are here, I'm gonna let you know. The last stream, we almost made it to 200. We almost made it to adding a second Lampy plush to the giveaway. We were literally $11.69 away. And because we were $11.69 away, I'm gonna do it anyway. We're gonna drop in another Lampy plush. So, let's get started with race number 2. Surprise! Let's go to random track. Wait, does it just pick the track all on its own? You know what? Let's go back. Not this one. How do I go backwards? Main menu. Confirm? Yes. Because we want to pick another 3-minute race. Let's go with... What on earth is tilted? I'll figure out what those other ones are later. In the meantime, let's go with another 3-minute track. The Gauntlet? Hey, you know what? I feel like I've already seen the Gauntlet. I feel like I've already seen Mountain Pass. Slippery Slopes? Space Station? Devil's Chaos. Castle Siege. Okay, I know these ones are a little bit longer, but these ones are kind of fun. Folks, which one do you want? Castle Siege or Devil's Chaos? You know what? This is a pretty chaotic stream. Let's get chaotic. Let's be a little dumb here, shall we? Castle Siege? Oh yeah, you're right. Castle Siege is also pretty chaotic. Let's go with Castle Siege. Let's go with that one. All right there, folks. We're going to play some Castle Siege. This is going to be brutal. It's going to be epic. We may not even see anybody survive this. We're going to find out. And if you want to join the marbles game and get yourself a Lampy plushie, put !play and you get yourself a shot at it. If you have already won a Lampy plushie today, you can still join. You just won't win another Lampy plushie. If you happen to win and you've already gotten your Lampy plushie, you will, it'll be knocked off to whoever's in second. But that doesn't mean that you can't join on in if you don't, or if you want to, regardless. So feel free to jump on in if you like. In the meantime, we're gonna do some shameless shilling again, folks. Since I don't play marbles, I only play marbles once a month, I feel like it is my obligation to shamelessly shill that we have a creator code over there if you spend money on marbles. Like, if you like to classy up your marble, and you like to buy points or buy marble stuff and all that stuff, why not use code LampyMoth23? I don't know what it does, I forgot to pay attention, but yeah, why not support the channel while you're buying stuff on marbles, Yeah! This way, you're buying it anyway, and I don't have to feel guilty about taking your money. Well, technically, I'm not even taking your money, I'm just taking marbles money. And Marble has been good to us. If you choose to be good to marbles, why not use the code? Yeah! Basically it. And welcome on in there, Sasquatch. Welcome on in there, Nazcat. We got to give a couple of shout-outs before we go. Once I'm done with the shout-outs, that is when we start the game. First, we got to give a shout-out to Augie Draws. Augie Draws is a very funny stream. Very hilarious channel. They play a good variety of games. Really phenomenal at art. Cannot be denied on that one. And they also talked about some very, very cursed topics. But it's very hilarious over there. I highly recommend that you do. Really awesome people. And let's also give a shout out to Nazcat. Go check out Nazcat. Very chill times over there. Really funny streams. Really chill times over there. They also do art. They play a variety of games. Really good stuff. And overall, yeah, just a really chill time to hang out over there. Go hang out at NASCAT. All right, let me see. Marbles has been good to us. That is very, very true. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is why I like playing marbles. Because instead of just doing a giveaway and just doing the spin, we get to watch people fight and struggle and possibly die for a plushie. Okay, I know that sounds horrible when put into that kind of context, but you can't deny this is entertaining to watch. Oops, wrong one. There we go. All right, with that being done, we're just gonna start the marbles game in 3, 2, 1, and away we go. Thank you, Lampy. No, thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. All right, marbles are about to start. Look at that cold, dead sun in the distance. It's letting you know this is the end times. The only marbles we can see is Jira's just falling to the bottom. Wait, did Jira actually? Oh no, it's Ryu that made it to the front first. Can Ryu keep their lead? Let's find out. I think Jira just died. Oh no, it's Narisa in front. Narisa's got the lead. I don't know how they pulled it off, but they got the lead. Can they keep this lead, or will EB find a way to come around and take that from them? Only time will tell. Fireballs are flying everywhere. Good lord. It is getting brutal out there. Holy moly, and they just took a huge lead ahead. But can they keep it? Can Narisa keep this lead? Or will something get in their way? Only time will tell. Boulder. Oh my god. I think they've been keeping the... Yeah, I think that the distance that they currently have... Oh no, they got pushed back! No, they were... Not gonna lie, I thought this was it. Oh my lord. Who's in first now then? Oh, they've kept... I just realized. They've kept such a lead that no one's even made it to them yet. But since they're going backwards, I don't know how long... NASCAT is stealing their lead. No, Narisa keeps getting pushed back. No. Oh, Tron has the lead currently. Can Tron keep it? They got stuck by boulders or barrels. They're being pushed back as well. Who is going to make it next? Who is in first currently? It's Sherbert. No, it's Sasquatch. Can Sasquatch keep this lead? Jesus Christ, this is painful. Oh no, Sasquatch got stuck. Will they be able to... Oh, they're slowly but surely... Oh, no, they got pushed back too. Jesus Christ, is everyone just gonna get knocked back? I don't think anyone's making it to the front. Oh my god. Who else is here? Shinzo's being pushed back. Sherbert's being pushed forward. Okay, we got Sherbert in second. Or yeah, we got Sherbert in first, actually. Narisa just got pushed back again. Oh my god, this game hates Narisa. Sherbert is currently making it forward. Nope, Sherbert is stuck. Sherbert is being pushed back too. Is anybody making it forward? I honestly don't even... Oh, they're pushing... Oh, nope. They got pushed backwards again. Is anyone moving forward? I need to see. Is anybody moving forward? EB is moving forward. Nope, not anymore. Narisa's moving forward again. Narisa somehow, miraculously, got their lead back because this has been so horrific. Not anymore. Sherbert is making their... Nope, not anymore. Is anybody making it forward? I don't even think so anymore. EB's moving forward. Can they keep moving forward? Maybe. There's too many barrels that are getting in everybody's way. EB's moving back. I think everyone's gonna burn before they even make it. Oh, Quee! Oh, nope, not anymore. Tron is moving forward. Can they keep that lead? Oh my god. They're the first... nope, not anymore. Well, that was short-lived. Who else is making it forward? NASCAT is moving forward. Was moving forward. Okay, we got Sherbert in second right now. NASCAT moving backwards again. Oh, Bambi is moving backwards again. Goodbye, Bambi. Sherbert's moving forward. Oh, nope, that was Shinzo. Shinzo was moving forward. Now they're gone. Tron is moving forward. Can they keep moving forward? Will Tron actually make it to the end? We're gonna find out. Oh! No, that is so messed up. Ryu might actually make it. Ryu might actually make it. Ryu is currently in the lead. Will they actually make it? Nope. Nope, they are not gonna make it. Naruto's in the lead. Will they? Oh, not anymore. Goodbye, Naruto. Kui is currently stuck. They're all fighting to make it forward, but these boulders are not letting that happen. Oh my god. Okay, come on, game. Come on. Shinzo. Shinzo, don't die. For Christ's sakes, don't die, Shinzo. Oh, Shinzo. Shinzo has actually made it. Holy moly, out of everything. I feel so bad for everybody who was in this game. And there goes Shinzo. Goodbye, Shinzo. They still won, but they made it. Who else is out here? How many people are still alive? Let me find out. We got Nazcat in second. Kui's currently in third, but that could change at any moment. Naruto. I feel bad for Naruto of all people, because they had so many moments where it looked like they were about to... Actually, I feel really bad for... Yeah, if I'm correct, I feel really bad for Tron, because Tron was right there, and then they got launched. They just got launched right off. I believe it was Tron that got launched, they got catapulted away from victory. They were right there. If a fireball did not land on them, they would have had it. Congratulations, Shinzo. Do you want to keep your Lampy plushie? You let me know. Also, I just realized Lampy just literally... Speaking of getting knocked off the... Yeah, getting knocked off the track. So apparently, so did I. I don't even feel bad about losing. This was fantastic. It was a hard-fought battle. That is very, very true. Y'all fought to the very end, and then boulders just kept getting in the way. Lampy is just jinxing all of us. Yeah! Yeah, I didn't think that through. As at the moment I saw, like, oh my god, this person made it first. Oh, not anymore. Oh my god, there they go. Oh. Oh, that's gone too. Oh, we have somebody in the lead. Oh. They're moving backwards again. Good lord, that one was brutal. And congratulations to everyone who survived. Let's see. How many people did... Okay, how many casualties? Because we got Shinzo in first, Nazcat in second, Kui in third, Zelda in fourth, Twitch account in fifth, sixth was Sasquatch, EB was seventh, eighth was Bambi, Naruto was ninth. And in those that had fallen, to those who lost their lives, making it to the end, fighting for a plushie, we have Ryu, Tron. I still feel bad for Tron. Sherbert, Liliana, Augie, Xerxes, Jira, and Mooney. Y'all names will not be forgotten. We will etch those names so history knows you died for a plushie. What were we talking about again? But that was great. That was a lot of fun. Congratulations, Shinzo, and congratulations, Twitch account. Also, thank you for the follow there, Twitch account. I greatly appreciate it. That's what you call beginner's luck. I think, something like that. Alright, let me catch up with a lot of the reading. Let me catch up with a lot of the reading over here. Let me see. Neum indeed. And then cries in reverse. I don't blame you. The lead you had was absolutely phenomenal. Like, the fact that you got knocked backwards and you were still in first for a good 10 seconds showed that you bolted all the way to the end. And I thought you would have had it too, because, you know, everything seemed to have been going in your way. And then at that last part, that very end, all of a sudden, the barrels all lined up in front. It was just a wall of barrels, and they just kept, boom, one after the other after the other. It was... Jesus. I do not regret my suggestion. In fact, I am quite pleased with it. I would be too. This was very funny. It was very, very funny. I love this one. I could see why. I can also see why it is like 4. Okay, on average, it's supposed to be 3 minutes. We were there for a good 5 minutes just watching everybody just getting catapulted. Thank you for the hydrate there, Destroyer. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you for the hydrate there, Shinzo. And the posture check. And the stretch.
LAMPY cult.
No lamp hype, no cult. And thank you for the 20 months. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome on in there, Diefit. Hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Alright, let me catch up with 3. What the? Really, Shinzo? Really? Thank you for the 10 bucks for the Exodia model. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for hitting the throne. Stop hitting the throne. Save your money. The plushie is always worth it. Also very true. Also very true. Tron got gypped worse than I did. Yeah. Like, that's the worst part. Like, again, like I was saying, literally, right there, at the very end, all they had to do was just roll a couple feet ahead, and then boom, Cannonball just changed the entire trajectory. Very goofy marbles maps. They are very goofy marbles maps, and that's why I love these games. I wanted to see this monument tombstone with our names etched into it. I'll draw it later. You know what? Let me screen cap this. I'm gonna draw it later. Just gonna draw a whole tombstone, like all these names on it. Save. There we go. It's gonna be funny. Whew. Finally figured out a layout I like. Ooh, nice. What kind of layout? Oh, right, for the game. Yo, nice. Congrats on that. All right. Can this one be the standard for giveaways? Tell more people. Tell more people about this. As if there's a good idea, it should not be, it should not be bogarted. Unless it's making you money, then bogart it to save your life. Patent it. But yeah, if you want this to be the standard for more giveaways, tell more people. Tell more people about more giveaways like this. Basically it. Or be the change that you want to happen. Heck, that's why I'm doing this. Also, if you would like to support the channel and you happen to put money into Marbles games, why not use the promo code LampyMoth23? Yeah. All right, that's the last time I'm going to do this because I'm going to go back to the art. We will do another Lampy plushie giveaway probably next month, depending on the goals. If you want more Lampy plush giveaways for next month, we will see. Because whenever we get subs, bits, donations from the throne, or the donations from the throne, the Streamlabs, or any form of contribution to the stream, whenever we reach $100 every month, we add another Lampy plush to the giveaway. So yeah, there you go. Alrighty then. We are going to call it, well, not call it, but we're going to go back to the drawing. Thank you for the stretch. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go back over here. Let's go back to drawing. Let's put Lampy to where it originally supposed to be, and let's change the name of this here thingy. Let's go back. We're going to call this art again. There we go. And we're good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Yo, Windhill, welcome on in. How you be? Hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Or here's a good idea. Lampy made model. No. Hey, did you guys know Lampy does plushie giveaways? Yeah, there we go. See, that's more like it. Sent it if you want to see. I based it loosely on my favorite retro games, Gameforge. Ah, fair, fair, fair. Okay, I will check that out after the stream. In the meantime, let's get the music back because the music is gone. Let's also give a shout out to Rose Windhill. Very cool people. Go support them. All that good stuff. Whew. And yeah, how is everybody doing? How is y'all's weekend? I hope y'all enjoy all of that good stuff. I don't know what other words I'm trying to say. Gonna try to rest my voice for a bit because, yeah, that was a lot of talking for that game. But it was a real fun. This is why I like doing giveaways this way. It's a lot more intense. It's a lot more epic. It's a lot more tragic as well. And that's the best type of giveaways, are the tragic ones, I think. Anyway. But yeah, as I was talking about before, I hope you're all having a good day. I hope you're all enjoying your weekend. What plans have you been doing for this weekend, if you don't mind me asking? If you don't want to ask that question, I completely understand. You don't have to if you don't want to. That's just a question I thought I would ask because, so I just stopped by here. I thought, you know what? Let's find out what y'all are up to. But yeah, with that being said, for me, weekend's been pretty good. Got food. Well, actually, I need to get food later today. I haven't gotten food yet, but I really should. Along with that, I played a little bit of Night Rain because... Oh, I forgot about that. I played a little bit of Night Rain earlier today. And I was so close to beating that three-headed dog. It was the Everdark version. It was me and a team, and we were like 10, maybe 5... No. I want to say 10% of the way to beating that freaking dog. I felt bad about that one. Like, I didn't realize how close we were to beating that dog until after we lost. Once I saw how close, that's when I started raging at the game for a little bit. Not exactly 100% raging at, but you know what I mean. When you look at the game and you start yelling at it, maybe cry a little, that sort of thing. That's what I was doing. But overall, it's been a lot of fun. Wait, is this the right one? No, this is not the right one. That's where that bar goes, so we need to add the bar right over here. And for those of you that use some sort of digital... Yeah, if you use digital art, or some sort of digital art program to draw, there's two ways you can make a straight line. A perfectly straight line. There's two ways you could go about this one. Thanks for the shout out, Mr. Moth. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for something. I greatly appreciate it. So this is how we got to go about it. Either A, you just drop your pen onto the tablet, hold the shift key, and just drag it across. And then boom, always a perfect line. If that program does not have that, then there's another way you could go about this, which is, how do I put it? Which does not require anything at all other than a human arm. I know that part sounds creepy, but yeah, bear with me on this one. Bear witness with me on this one. So, what we need to do is, instead of just pressing down and moving it to the right, drag your entire shoulder. And do not actually start putting your pen to the tablet or the paper just yet, because this can actually work in traditional art as well. Just drag your entire shoulder, find out where you want the line to be. I want it to be right there. Drag your entire shoulder before you get to that point. So when you get to that part, that's when you bring the pen down. Just drag the entire shoulder. Don't move the arm, don't move the wrist, just drag and pull the entire shoulder across from one end to the other. Now let's get rid of these lines to see how close it was. We could probably try a little bit better. Drag across from one end, all the way across from one point, all the way to the other. And it's not going to be perfectly lined up, but it will be closer to, it'll be closer to a perfect line than it would be if you just used your hand for it. Like so. You also got to make sure what angle you're on. Like, that's another part to worry about as well. Find out what angle your arm is dragging across. And maybe either adjust your arm or adjust the tablet to how you need it to be. Like, if it's dragging up a bit... Yeah, if the tablet's dragging up a bit, then just angle the tablet or your paper to where that angle is going. That might fix the problem. Not the perfectly straight line, but like I said, it's better than just moving it with your hand or your arm and all of that, because then you'll get a little bit of you'll get a little more wobbly. Just drag with the whole arm. It might take a bit of time, it may take a bit of practice, and it may not always be perfect, but close enough. Now, like I said, if all else fails, hold the shift key. In this case, we're going to have to hold the shift key on this one, because I ain't trusting my whole arm for that. Wait, something seems off. Oh, yep, that's where it is. I was putting the line in the wrong spot. It's got to be over here. Drag from one end to the other. Oops, wrong one. Too far. Drag from one end to the other. Just hold that shift key. Or hold your entire shoulder. Either one of those two options work just fine. Let me catch up with the reading while we're here. Alright, let's see. How goes it? So far so good. It's been a chill day. Barely waking up. Yesterday I didn't have a lot of energy, so I just kind of didn't do a lot. I finished all the line art for about a total of 8 emotes. With the exception of some of the animations. I'm going to work on the animations afterwards, but yeah, so far, been a pretty chill week. Been a pretty chill week, a pretty chill day, all of that good stuff. Hope things are going well with you. Alright, let's see. Legs are sore from all the walking and standing in line from yesterday's horror night. Events. Went to many horror mazes. How was the horror mazes? I hope they were good. I hope they were well. I hope they were fun. A shift key? Oh, this is gonna be a game changer. Yeah, just hold the shift key and then boom. And it's not even just, it's not even just left or right. It's also up and down. Unfortunately, you can't get the diagonal line, but you can get up and you can get the side. Also, make sure that you press down first before you hold the shift key, or else you might get this one thing that pops up where draw that line. You go to the other side, you draw that line, and you accidentally get that diagonal shape. Unless that is what you're going for, in which case, if you're trying to make a square, draw there, draw there, draw there, draw there, and if you want that X across, boom, put that there, and just keep on going across left and right till you get that shape that you're looking for, and then boom, you got that half square, kind of, in a way. All right, we're gonna get rid of all this now. All right, we're catching up with some reading. We're almost there. Just got done with some streaming myself, and now checking on other streams. Yo, nice. I hope you had a lot of fun with that stream and stuff. Definitely holding onto these tips, but now I return to lurking. All right, there's Zerates. You do your lurking. You do that lurking, you do your working, and whatever it is that you gotta do, I hope it goes well. In the meantime, we're gonna figure out the next steps. Mazes were amazing. I got scared multiple times. Went to the Terrifier, Poltergeist, Fallout, FNAF, and Jason Voorhees. Ooh, nice. That sounds like a lot of fun right there. I got all these lines right? Let's get rid of this to find out. Am I certain this is the right spot? Let me see. I might be on the wrong... Oh, yeah, nope, wrong spot. Okay, so let's backtrack on all of this. Because it's this one that is wrong. This one needs to be erased a bit. Okay, let me try this again. So we're going to hide these lines. We're going to get the square. Put that transparency lock to make sure nothing disappears, nothing goes away. Because I put this on the wrong line entirely. And now that we got that, let's try this again. Put them lines. Skip this one. And put the brush here. Skip this one, put the brush here. Skip that one, put brush. Skip that, put brush. And now we got the lines that we were looking for. Wait, am I on the right layer? Yeah, we're on the right layer. But what is up with this? Oh, that's because of the transparency lock. Whoops. Yeah, you know what? We'll keep it. We'll keep it. I don't see any reason to change this. Let's see. Lampy is good stream to check out. Lies and slander, I know you. Matter of fact. No, wait, I already shouted out others. I could always do so again. If anything, go check out here. They like boxes. There's a redeem about a box. Definitely go check out that redeem. All right, now let me see. What's the next move I should do? Okay, so we got the back. Or we got the front, we got the back. This part is next. Okay, so let's snag everything up here. Oh, right. We need to make sure that this is on the dot. So we select that corner, use our lasso tool, select the corner of the whatever this thing is called, solar panel. Drag this all the way across, or yeah, drag this lasso all the way around the solar panel until we get to the second end, second corner. Then release it, and then it'll exactly line up to where we need it to be. I'm on the wrong layer. This is the one. Then we fill that in. So we get... Hold on a minute. There we go. So now we get that, we get the color tone to the solar panel. Real easy, real quick. We'll probably fix up the other side later, but for right now, let's get the color for the gun again. And this is going to be the part where it gets a little tricky. Let's hide... Where is it? Let's hide everything here. Actually, you know what? No. I know what we need to do. Let's go back to the lines. We essentially just need to select this end. And these two ends. These are the only three lines we really need. We leave that there. Then we go back to the brush. Or then we go back to this line art here. Okay, so this is where... No, we need where the cannon ends here. So let's just line this up. This is where the cannon would end. But we're also going to need to put the arm there as well. But we'll add that arm afterwards. First, let's just fill in the coloring where the cannon would be. After that, we fill in where the arm would be. And I'm not going to lie to you. I think most of this is just going to be the color for the arm. So let's make that color for said arm. This is where the circle starts. This is where it would most likely end. This is where we make the first half of the arm. Let's get our lasso tool to select around this weird looking shape for a minute. Because now we need to make the shape for the actual cannon arm. So let's just toss that right there. I think this is where that shape would be. Something like that. There we go. Oh, also, going back to that whole thing about dragging your shoulder, that also works diagonally as well. Just instead of using your hand or your wrist or your arm or your elbow, just drag with the entire shoulder. Just drag from one end to the other, and it doesn't matter which direction you go. most of the time it'll have a relatively straight line. Like I said, it won't be perfect, but we're relatively close. Now that we got that, we need to make a little circle. Let's hide this whole thing first again, because we need to get that gray. Bring this back. Drop the opacity so I know where the arms are, because what we're going to do is go back to these lines. That snag set lines. Remove all of that. Delete. And let's put the lines for the actual circle itself, so we know where this circle ends. Now we go back to the original layer with the back angle. Put that back to 100. Get our circle tool. Actually, we don't even need the circle tool for this one. Let's just get our brush. Just make it large enough to where it fits between those two lines. And this should be good enough. Just drop that right there. Wrong color tone. Flip that. Boom. There we go. We got that circle. That's going to be where the joint is. Now let's go back to our blue. And just make a rounded out shape to fit where this arm would be. That should be solid enough. Now that we got that, let's go back to our lasso. Select everything around this circle and just fill that spot in. And we are good, we are set, and that should be the lines for the body. But now that I'm seeing all of this, we actually need to make some actual line art. So let's do that as well. We're also going to make sure that it stays within the... what's the word I'm looking for? We're going to make sure that the color tone, or that the line art that we make, stays within the shape of the actual model. So we're going to have to use... what's the exact word I'm looking for here? Oh, so hold on a second. Oh, that's from a different spot. Hold on a minute. Let's hide this here. Okay, now I know where everything is. We're going to make sure that it stays within the line art, so we're going to make a clipping mask. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's also save, because I forgot to save, for 2 or 3 hours ago. Anyway, it's 9 o'clock. Yeah, I haven't saved for 2 hours or so. Yeah, we need to save. That's on me. Gotta save before we make a horrible, horrible mistake. There we go. This should be good. Thank you for the save there, Twitch account. I greatly appreciate that. Okay, so now that we got these color tones, let's also add some line art. Actually, yeah, add some line art here. Because I also just realized this is part of the canon, so we're going to need to change that up a bit. Let's actually get the canon color tone, go back to the line art, just fill the spot in. And boom, there we go. I thought that the shape of the arm seemed a little off, seemed a little weird. And now we know why. Now let's go back to that line art and fix everything else up. Clean up these line shapes. Boom, there. Make that circle. And now we're going to need to bring this stuff back so I know exactly where this arm lands. Okay, so Let's go back to the line art again. Or not the line art, but the line, whatever these lines are. Just drag that across. That should be good. Now we just make that shape over here. Drag this shape across until it makes it to the other way. That should be set. Ooh, purple? Wait, where do we see purple? Where's the purple? Wait, are you working on purple? I think I missed the purple part. Unfortunately, there is no purple on this mech. I'm sorry there, Tron. Maybe we can add purple somewhere along the lines. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Oh, right, folks. I can't say what I'm working on yet. Because that's what December, maybe January. You know what, January? Ah, but January's so far away. That's not actually that far away. That's like 2 months. Anyway, all I can say is this. The updates for the LAMPY model are finally underway. Look forward to January. Why January? No particular reason. But yeah, things should be underway on January. This is also why I've been having trouble, or even though I haven't been... What's the word I'm looking for? Even though I only have like 2 projects to work on, this is also why I've still been crazy busy. Since I haven't had a lot of, or yeah, since I don't have a lot of work to focus on now, I've been focusing on other things. Like the horse model, the drive emote model, the 2 other, well, not too secret, like I said. I've been wanting to make some updates to the LAMPY model and some updates to the bird model for quite some time. So I'm taking that opportunity. The 3D figure, which I just need to paint one more time now to see if everything goes according to plan. Because if I could paint the eyes properly this time around, then everything should be all hunky-dory. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But I'm hoping for the best. And I hope you enjoy when those moments roll on in. And if not, that's okay. Just make those quick outlines over here as well. And since this is the back angle of the model, I don't think we need to go into too much detail with the solar panel. I think it'll all make sense when they see that. Like, okay, so that's the top of the solar panel. Just make that square. It should be all good. Or just make a rectangle with some square lines across it. It should be okay. As for that part, we got the back and the side, so that should be good. Let me see. Is there anything else I need to add? Oh, we finally need to start working on the leg part. Leg part of these models. So let's figure this part out right quick. Time to start drawing some tires. That should be good. Yeah, not gonna lie, folks, I think I'm out of ideas. Well, not out of ideas like that, but I'm officially out of things to talk about. If you have some weird conversation topic that you haven't had the opportunity to talk about, feel free to toss it in. Maybe you'll understand. 9 times out of 10, chances are I won't, but I will try. In the meantime, let's figure this out. I'll let you know if something pops up in my head. Oh, ads are about to start in a minute, though. In the meantime, we get back to the drawing. Let me see. Okay, so we got that part. That little tire. For that little metal to the tire. Add that little circle. Wait, are those circles even there? I don't know. Talk about what's happening in January. Okay, so... Oh, I see what you did there, Blobby. I see what you did. I see what you're planning. I see why you want me to talk about January. I see what you're doing. I'm not talking about that date. Nothing in particular. That's all you need to know. There ain't nothing special about January. Except that we're going to be revealing some new stuff. We're going to be showcasing some model stuff. Why? That's none of your business. I see what you're doing there, Blobby. I see you. I see you. But yeah, also, there's a lot of Lampy model stuff that I want to add on. There's a lot of new models that I want to make. I just wish I had more time. That's definitely for certain one of my biggest struggles currently is I want more time to make more models. But at the same time, okay, so here's the other funny part. There is a model that I really, really want to make, but I don't. Okay, it's not even so much that I don't have the time either. It is possible, and it is doable. The biggest struggle, however, is the fact that... How do I put this? In order for that model to make any semblance of sense, I need to finish off the fight in that comic, and then lead up to that model. In order for me to lead up to that model, I need to draw an entire comic sequence. I have to draw an entire comic fight. Now, granted, it's not going to stop me from doing so. You better believe I'm going to get that done. It's just, yeah, can't really move any further with that one until I... Yeah, I can't really move any further with that project until I get 2 other projects out of the way. I need to draw 2 whole story arcs before I can even make it to that model. And that part is bugging me like nobody's business. But we are going to figure it out. Dang it, we are going to figure it out somehow. And the worst part is, I can't even tell you what I'm planning for that one either, so that one's gonna be a long, long time before we even get there, but I'm eventually gonna get there. And I have to keep my mouth shut until then. And that is why I say, this is the worst part imaginable. Random question. Which horror movie game would you rather be fully let's see. Which horror movie or game would you rather be fully knowingly I'm assuming you mean rather be in knowing fully you'll meet your demise. Okay, so which horror movie / game would I want to be in? Horror movie / game. Knowing that I will die. Horror movie / game. You know what? That is a very, very good question, because now that just leads me to ask, now that just leads me to, it's not even so much the horror movie now, it's more so, what sort of life, short or long-lived, would I like, and how would I want to die? That's the real question. Obviously, we're going to want to go with a quick and painless death. Granted, it's a horror movie, so that may not be optional, but it might be possible. And you know what? Because of that, I'm going with Dawn of the Dead. I'm going with 2001's Dawn of the Dead. Or was it 2002? I'm going to go with the early 2000... Yeah, I'm going to go with the early 2000 Dawn of the Dead. Because I at least have a fighting chance to at least have a leisurely life for a bit. before them zombies eventually come after me. Or I get gunned down by one of my crew. Or, like the dude with the mustache in that movie, you blow yourself up. And if I get the option to blow myself up just to take a bunch of zombies with me, I think I know what choice I want. So I'm gonna go with Dawn of the Dead because at least there's a chance that I can go out on my own terms. Unlike most horror movies where the monster is going to get you. Dawn of the Dead with the shopping mall? Yeah, that one. That's why I'm going with Dawn of the Dead. You can't tell me that's not a horror movie. They had a zombie baby. Like I said, though there is a good chance that I will die a horrible, horrible death to being swarmed and torn apart by zombies, I still also have a chance of blowing myself up and taking like 10 or 20 of them with me. Or at least charring them up and making them smell like Jimmy Dean. And making the rest of the crew hungry. Shoutouts to anyone who got that reference. You're a real one if you got that reference. But yeah, I would go with the Dawn of the Dead because, you know, you also get to hang out in a shopping mall. You may not get to live because you might end up in a situation where you don't end up in there where you may not end up in their situation where they get to leisurely live in that mall. Because someone may have already lived there and now you are just a prisoner. But you still have a shot. You still have a shot. Let's see. I'll pick Chucky movie because even I can't be mad how creative he will get me. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? I'll give you that one. You want to go out in style. Me too. Maybe not in the same style, but still style nonetheless. Yo, Shinzo, thank you for the crab rave. I greatly appreciate that. Now, what on earth was I doing again? Okay, so we got that part. We got that part. We're just going to fill in those color tones now. Let's go back over here. Get this color tone, add that. Add that color tone to the tires. Get our lasso tool to go around it one more time. Fill that in. You know what? We're just going to go with the lasso tool for the second part as well. Drag that all the way across. All the way across from one end to the other. Boom, there we go. What about everyone else? What horror movie would you like to be... Okay, let me rephrase this. What horror movie would you like to die in? Horror movie / game. What horror movie / game would you like to die in? I picked mine. It was Dawn of the Dead. I'm not gonna lie to you, though. Part of me, for some reason, considered Dead Space. But I realized just how bad that's gonna end. Not only that, but unless you're Isaac Clarke, you're not living through that. Unless you have plot armor like Isaac Clarke does, you're not living through that. You are going to die a horrible, horrible death. In front of Isaac Clarke. So if you're a fan, if you're an Isaac Clarke fan, I hate to break it to you, but you're gonna get done dirty. Because not only are you going to die miserably, you're gonna be disrespected in front of your boy. Rest in peace, Hammond. 2008 Hammond, not 2022 Hammond. 2022 Hammond, you know what? You could go eat a lemon. That was the dumbest... I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. 2002 Hammond, that one was my boy. Hit him dirty in the 2022. Does Shaun of the Dead count as a horror movie? I mean, they had some pretty brutal deaths in that one. And they did have some pretty graphic deaths and suspenseful deaths. Although it's really hard to say because that was more of a comedy, a horror comedy, but a comedy nonetheless. But it did have some horror elements, so I'm gonna leave that one up to you. Personally, I would count it more as comedy than horror, although to be fair, what happened to the dude with the glasses? Yeah, I was not expecting that. There was no comedy behind that one at all, so... You know what? The fact that there was no comedy behind certain people's deaths, I would kind of classify it as a horror. Kind of. Just barely, but I would classify it. Because you got movies like Scary Movie where most if not all their deaths, yeah, all their deaths are pretty comedic. Then you got movies like Naked Gun, which aren't even horror movies, and all their deaths are very comedic. And Shaun of the Dead, though considered a comedy, they had a lot of deaths that were not comedic. So, I would give you that one there. Yeah, I would give you that one there, Twitch account. I would say, yeah, if you wanted to die in Shaun of the Dead, I would say that would count. Just because the fact that, you know, they took a lot of their deaths very, very seriously. I'm gonna give it that one. If they played it like Scary Movie or Meet the Spartans or any other show or any sort of comedy like that where their deaths were like, oh my god. So anyway. Well, not even so much so anyway. It was just like, if they treated their deaths like those ones, like, I mean, I know they died, but, then yeah, I wouldn't count it as a horror, but yeah, Shaun of the Dead, they, yeah. Yeah. So I would say yeah. Also, now that I brought up Dead Space, nuts to freaking, Mercer. God, they did him dirty too. Nope, not the point. Not the point. Not the point. I gotta leave that alone. Gotta leave that alone. Let's talk about Callisto Protocol. Let's talk about Callisto Protocol. I forgot what that dude's name was in Callisto Protocol, but that was my boy. Actually, I can't say that was my boy because I don't remember his name. Let's talk about Callisto Protocol. The story, it was hard to pay attention to the story. I forgot what most of it was. I had to actually watch a story explain what on earth was going on in Callisto Protocol. The only thing I knew is that they were doing experiments. They had a cult. I should not have said that word. And for the most part, it was just, yeah, it was mostly some crazy rich people trying to advance advance human evolution by taking a bunch of prisoners. And not even just prisoners, just taking a bunch of prisoners as their experiments, but also dooming a bunch of cities with the same thing. Like, they just started adding these chemicals into cities, planets, civilizations, just to see, how will they react to all of this stuff? Will they become strong, or will they just go insane? Most of the time, they just went insane. Started killing each other. And you don't find that out until way, way later. And you also find out that that's exactly what you were dropping off. You weren't dropping off shipment. You weren't dropping off cargo. You were dropping off contamination. Hence the reason why, what's his name? Jacob started feeling a lot more guilty as the game went on, which I did not understand the first time around. Well, kind of. I understood what he was, having those hallucinations and looking in the city like, oh, Jacob, you done messed up. You done messed up like nobody's business. Jeez. I don't blame you if they just said, no questions, don't ask, just drop this off over here, you get paid. I probably would have done the same, and I apologize to anybody like, Lampy, you have any idea how many people you would have killed by doing that sort of thing? I would not have known. I would have just been doing my job. Or at least if you end up like Jacob, then yeah, you'll eventually find out, and that's when you realize, oh, and the guilt is setting in. Yeah. Speaking of Crazy Rich, fun fact, the writer of Crazy Rich Asians can't go back to the country the movie was filmed in because he dodged the draft. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Or I don't blame yeah, I don't blame him. Like it's a thing. Sometimes it's a thing you gotta do. You gotta not so much protect your country, but sometimes, you know, you gotta fight. Well, yeah, sometimes you gotta fight to protect your country. But at the same time, I don't blame anyone for trying to dodge. I will say that much. I'm probably gonna get canceled for that one, but I don't blame anybody. Especially, okay, I will say, well, nope, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. That's all I'm gonna say. Then I'm gonna shut up. I'm just gonna shut up. Don't listen to me, folks. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, now that we got that part done, we're gonna snag these line arts. We're gonna flip them over. You know, I take that back. Let's remove the line art. Let's merge these stuff down. Yeah, let's merge this stuff down. I think that might be the best option. Also, which part is this? Snag these points. Merge everything together. Cut it in half. I don't blame him either. National service is a bit of a waste of time. I wouldn't go that far either, but okay. That's a... Okay, so... That's a tricky one. That's the best I could really say is that is a tricky one, because... Yeah, that's actually all I can say, because gotta follow my own rule. As much as I want to say other things about it, I just realized, wait, nope, that's getting too close to politics, and nobody wants to be here for politics. I'm gonna shut up where it is. I'm gonna leave that alone. Let's go back to Callisto Protocol. Yeah, that's basically all I'm gonna say. Let's go back to Callisto Protocol, because nobody's here for politics. So, with that being said, oh, my bad, pardon me, Lance. Nah, no worries, no worries. I didn't realize that this, or how do I put it? I didn't realize that we accidentally went down that slippery slope. I just looked at it like, that is an interesting fact. And then I started spouting an opinion, and then I realized, oh wait, this is bordering into politics. Okay, we're gonna leave this alone. I gotta follow my own rule. If I don't follow my own rule, then things go into chaos. Completely ignore the fact that I also let people shout out their people or drop other people's links when I said no more dropping links. So ignore that part too. Yeah, we're here for Mecha Butt. Okay, I wouldn't put it in that way either, but... Okay, let's get back to the drawing at hand. Now that we got all this set up, now that we got all of this, we're gonna duplicate, gonna flip it over, put OK, merge down. We're gonna get rid of these lines because we don't need these lines no more. We got what we needed done. Anyway, going back to Callisto Protocol, I will say, there was one character in that game that, even though they weren't that important to it, I will say they were not that important to it. As crazy as it sounds, I personally believe they were not that important of a character. They were just more of a means to an end, if that makes any sense. And it's the guy that was played by... How do I put it? Oh, I almost forgot. That's what I'm missing. I need to deselect. Then I delete it. No? What's going on with Photoshop? Well, first, let's save. Why is it saving it as a new thing? You know what? Save it anyway. I don't know why it's saving as a new thing, but okay, fair enough. We're just gonna close that. We're gonna try this again. What on earth is... Why is bridge open? Okay, we're good. We're back on track. Let's go back over here. So I wanted this layer. Now we're hiding that. We're putting this stuff back. And now we need to figure out where I'm gonna put this mech. No, not that one. We keep that one there. Merge those two down. Bring it down here. Bring this copy back and delete it. And now we just go back to one of these other lines. Where is the other set of lines? Not that one, not that one, not that one. This one? Yeah, this one. All right. Then we finish it off by just putting back side. And you know what? Since y'all win this one, I'm just gonna put this mech but because I said we didn't need it. People said that we needed to draw this, or that I should draw this part. I told y'all it's not important, but if it is, I'll draw it. I just needed to ask if I actually need to draw the second half, if the 3D artist needs this second half. Turns out they need this second half, so, or they need the back end of this, so I'm gonna concede defeat. I'm gonna let y'all have your victory. I'm gonna label it in there. See, there you go. Mecha butt is in the character sheet. Happy? They needed it like we said. Okay, fair enough. Y'all win this round. Then we're just gonna get this Lampy mech, and then we're just gonna shrink this down. Shrink it down significantly, move it over here, and we're good. We're just gonna put enter, and we're done. The Lampy mech is now completed. We just needed to add the backside, and now the entire mech character sheet is done. We're gonna save this image, and I'm gonna take the opportunity to raid someone. Because I know who I want to raid, because I haven't gotten the chance to raid them very often, because we usually end very early, or very late. Like, very, very late. So I'm gonna take this chance while I have it. So we're gonna drop you folks off with a certain lunar bunny that is also playing a fork knife. So, ready yourself for that. Support the bunny. They're currently trying to push... They're still trying to push for a partner. So, let's try to help them out with that partner push, shall we? Yeah. And I will be back on Thursday to work on... Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Where is it? Because I want to show you the image before we go. Oh, where is it? Not that one. Probably over here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so Tuesday. Right. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. No, wait, bring that back. Get rid of those parts. There. Okay, there we go. So, we're going to be back to rig the character, or yeah, we're going to rig this little model right here. It's going to take us a couple of times. But, it's going to take us a bit of time, mostly because we got to do a mouth rig. And if you ever wanted to see how we rig mounts here, you will get to see that this coming Tuesday. Well, maybe Tuesday. But we're going to try to rig this model. It's not going to be too difficult. We just got to work on the mouth rig mostly. Everything else, relatively simple. So yeah, if you want to see some live 2D rigging from start, from the process of start to finish, it might take us a few streams, but you'll get to see that on Tuesday. And with that being said, let's go drop people off over with a Kiko Lunar Bunny. That is apparently, as they say, my bunny daughter. Allegedly. The courts have yet to say otherwise, but that's also because I keep dodging court. That's a joke, by the way. Twitch, do not take that seriously. All right, we are gonna head on out. We are gonna raid. Let's go drop people off with the bunny before they raid on out to somebody else. Oh, right. The raid message. This is going to be our raid message, and this is going to be the rare time that I actually use these emotes. Where are those emotes? There they are. This is our raid message. Use those emotes if you have them. Use whatever emotes you have if you don't. Is raiding counting as you paying child support? Maybe. You know what? Yeah. Let's go with that. All right, now let me try to get their name right quick so we could raid on out. If anyone asks, yes, that is the situation. That is me paying child support. All right, with that being said, thank you all for stopping by. If you would like to support the channel, or keep up with it, go check out the link page right over here. We got the Discord, we got socials if you want to keep up with when we stream, what work we're doing, what plans we have in the future, or what products we have. Go check out the Blue Sky or the Twitter. We also have a YouTube where I'm going to be putting tutorial streams soon. In a few months. I want to say in a few months. Look forward to that. We're going to be doing live 2D tutorials. Along with that, if you like to support the channel, we got a lot of different ways you can do so. We got Lampy plushies in the Etsy, as well as affordable models. Free stuff on the Coffee page. Merch on the Teespring page. And if you or someone you know is looking for emotes, assets, character sheets, character concepts, live 2D models, both big and small, both the rig or the art, as well as animations, you can either contact me directly or go to the vgen page. All the support helps. And with that being said, thank you all for stopping by. Always remember, you're all awesome in your own way, because you folks make these streams and this community what it is. It's awesome chatting with you folks and all of that. And if you lurk, that's great too. But the fact that you took the time out of your day to have this bug rambling on means more to me than you could possibly imagine. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. All right, the raid's about to start. You all take care now. Laters.